3 of West Powell.
19th will be Sox Jr., the 8 of Daryl Hulbert.
Starting 20th, the 88M of Mike Boomhauer.
21st is the 110 of J.R. Del Vecchio.
Starting 22nd, the 11 car of Scott Snyder.
And starting back in the 23rd spot, the J21 of Jeff Lutz.
And rounding out your starters, the 124 of Jeremy Matthews. As the green flag flies, we are underway.
Down the front chute they come. Matt Higgins waves the green flag. We are underway. Up to the east end banking comes a full field of Sportsman cars. Down the back stretch they run.
And it's Larry Southern showing the way down the back straightaway. Up into turn number 3, Southern with the 85 LM car. He's out in front. Fred Bagley with the 811 car. He runs in second.
Off at turn 4, down the front chute they come. Southern will lead lap number 1. Bagley and Jason Goff file into spot number 2 and 3. Now Goff ducks down to the inside. Racing Jason takes over second.
Jason Goff on the move with the 19J car out of Oak Hill, New York. He's in that number 2 position now. Fred Bagley shuffles back to 3rd. Here comes the McDonald's entry, the 50J of Craig Bowler out of Cobleskill, New York. He works to the inside to make the pass for 3rd.
2 drivers that now call Lebanon Valley home have changed their speedways in mid-season here as Bowler way sideways down here in turn 2, but he gathers it back up, rides in 3rd.
And now up in front, a race for the lead between the 85 of Larry Southern, who leads, and the 19J of Jason Goff, who's bearing down on him. In the front straightaway they go, 1 and 2.
Down the front chute they come. The 85 of Southern continues to ride right there with Jason Goff right there in the runner-up spot. Bowler continues to hold on to the handles of the McDonald's 50J for 3rd.
Bowler in the number 3 position all alone for that spot now. In 4th spot rides the Suburban Propane 51 of Holly Smith. And in 5th comes the 97 of Bobby Hackle.
As they exit turn 4, just outside that top 5, riding back into 6th spot is the number 12 of Denny Young. Then it's the Saxton side S car of Roy Bridge, riding in 7th, 8th to 1 of Lee Gagliardi, and a great battle for 9th spot between Chris Kokosa and George Marcus.
Attention, once again focused for the lead now as Jason Goff has moved to the inside of Larry Southern with a bid for the point. Can't quite find it there. He pulls back in line here in the front stretch.
A hot and heavy battle on the point. We are looking for another first-time winner as Guy Sheldon posts first career modified win. We've got 2 young lions on the point of this one.
And Jason Goff will again make the bid to the inside of the Larry Southern 85 car. They are wheel-to-wheel up in turn number 4, but Goff could not quite keep it downstairs in turn 4, has to pull it back up onto the high lane.
So Larry Southern now pulls out about a 5 or 6 car length advantage down to turn 1. Jason Goff tries to regain composure and run down your leader once again.
That's the way they run down the back straightaway with Southern in command. Jason Goff in the number 2 spot. Craig Bowler still there 3rd. Holly Smith 4th. Bobby Hackle in 5th. Things starting to tighten up though on his back bumper as Roy Bridge comes to him to crack the top 5.
Bridge stuck down to the low side. Now weaves, bobs, and back up to the outside of the speedway. Roy Bridge trying to crack the top 5 there, but he's got a whole handful of race car up on the outside of turn 2.
Roy Bridge thought about making a move to the top side off of turn number 2, but the lane, the racing room simply vanished on him up there on the outside of the 97 of Bobby Hackle, so he brings it back in line and holds his position.
Keep an eye back in the pack, the battle in the points race. Right now, Chris Kokosa and George Marcus swapping positions, your top 2 men in the points race.
Holly Smith that time loses a number of running positions as the 51 of the Suburban Propane sponsored car of Holly Smith pushed badly up in the banking. He lost about 6 or 7 running spots, gathers it up now with the ill-handling 51.
Down the front stretch they come, car slowing down here to the inside, and that is going to kind of block the lane of Roy Bridge as Bridge continues to make his way towards the front.
Bridge able to make the pass of the McDonald's 50J. He's your new 3rd place runner. Roy Bridge, Rapid Roy, the stock car boy with the Saxton sign S car. He's there in the 3rd spot now.
Yellow out on the speedway for a car up in turn 2. As Yellow lights them out here.
The racing green now. Larry Southern will pick up the pace up there in turn number 4. Jason Goff drops right down off the banking off of turn number 4, trying to get a run going here in the front stretch. Green is out.
Green flag flies, and Roy Bridge has got the S-car pointed towards the front. Jason Goff now going to battle him back on the inside.
Jason Goff down on the inside lane. Roy Bridge to the outside. They are side to side all over the rear deck of your leader, Larry Southern. Southern with the 85 car out in front, and now Roy Bridge wants to take the number 2 spot away. He's got it.
Off at turn 4, down they come. Bridge down, ducks down to the inside. He'll make the move down to the bottom side. Pitches it to the low side of turn 1. Drifts up top, and here comes your top 2 back in front of him.
Roy Bridge briefly had the lead up at turn number 2 with the diving maneuver to the inside, but the Yes car had to drift up the banking on him, and both Larry Southern and Jason Goff able to move past once again. So Southern regains the lead here in the front straightaway.
Great action on the front end of this one, but now take a look at the 5th place competitor. The double O of Chris Kokosa started deep in the pack in 14th spot, now has cracked the top 5.
Kokosa on the move, and so is the current high point man, George Marcus, as he challenges Denny Young down to the inside in the race for 6th spot. So Marcus trying to follow Kokosa up through into the top 5.
Side-by-side battle back for the runner-up spot. That's going to allow Southern to get out there in clean air. And now Bridge bobbles just a little bit, and that's going to allow Jason Goff to come back at him on the low side.
While that action is going on in the race for 2nd spot, Larry Southern continues strong at the head of the field. An impressive performance here tonight for Larry Southern in car number 85 out in front.
Off at turn 4, down they come. Single file now back through the top 5, even through 6, 7, and 8 spots. As you look for the first side-by-side battle, it's back near the back of the top 10. Now they'll group them up off at turn 2.
Your front 3 lead cars, Larry Southern, Roy Bridge, and Jason Goff. They run single file 1, 2, 3. And it's a bit of ground back in this race for the number 4, 5, and 6 positions between Bobby Hackle, George Marcus, and Chris Kokosa.
Those top 3 continue in single file fashion, and now Kokosa and Marcus are going to heat it up once again. Your top 2 point getters back there running currently racked there in 5th and 6th place respectively.
But then again, attention to the front as Roy Bridge had a run going on your leader. Couldn't quite make it work up in the west end. Larry Southern still strong to the test over Roy Bridge here in the 2nd place spot, and Jason Goff 3rd.
Lap number 16 has now been clicked off. Southern got into the first turn a little too hot. Open the door for Roy Bridge.
And Bridge going to take advantage. He makes the pass down the back straightaway. Jason Goff coming right with him. Goff maneuvers down underneath Larry Southern as well. Southern gets shuffled back to 3rd spot. Your leader once again is the S car of Roy Bridge.
Can Roy Bridge make the S car sweep down here into turn 1? The S car of Roy Bridge trying to make it a Saxton sign sweep on the evening's program.
And that's not the only similarity to the modified feature tonight, as also, just like Kenny Tremont, current high point man, did in the modified main, George Marcus, the current point leader here in the Sportsman card, is also now making his presence felt into the top 5 in the final stages now. 2 laps to go.
2 laps remain in this Emmerich Associates Sportsman Feature. Southern up to the wall in turn 1.
Larry Southern with a great run tonight, and now loses several running spots, drops all the way back to the 10th place running spot with the 85 car after contact with the wall.
So the handles go away on Southern's 85 LM, and the white flag has now been displayed for the S car, and look at the S car go.
Roy Bridge, Rapid Roy, the stock car boy, with the S car out in front, ready to bring it on home through turn 3 and 4. Jason Goff, George Marcus behind, but a checkered flag here in the front straightaway. And Roy Bridge does the Saxton sign sweep tonight. Roy Bridge picks off the win. Finishing 2nd, Jason Goff, George Marcus in 3rd, Chris Kokosa 4th. And not quite sure if it was Bobby Hackle holding on for 5th spot or Denny Young in there for 5th. But nonetheless, a Saxton sign sweep here tonight. So Dan Martin will be making his way down trackside right now to get a word.
And we know where they go from here as Roy Bridge makes his way out of the car. Sam is on the roof. Roy is on the roof. The party has just begun. And we made it a threesome as Roy, there we go. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, they sure do have fun. And Jimmy Chenette, the pinch hit driver for 1995, steps in. George also making his way in, the crew chief. Only 1 step down for Roy, we know that. Well, fella, you made the sweep out here. You made the Saxton people proud. Guy picks up modified win number 1. You come out, show them how it's done, starting from 9th position, shooting towards the front. Looks like you worked up a little sweat.
Yeah, signs are half price this week at Saxon Sign.
You better watch what you're saying there, bud. They had a pretty good display last week out here.
No, that was a good run for us. I was trying to be as patient as I could. The one time I took the lead, I wasn't patient, but I came right back and it paid off.
Well, it looked like Larry Southard, a great run for him here. Actually, you couldn't see what happened behind you. Looked like the handles went away on Larry's car towards the end. He had a little bit of trouble and dropped out of the top 10, but a great run up there by Larry. And I know you had to leave each other some room there for a while with him, yourself, and Jason Goff, who's had some great runs himself.
Yeah, it looked like the 85 car got real loose towards the end, and I was just taking my time and waiting for him to make a mistake. I really didn't want to make one on my own, and luckily he bobbled a bit, and I had